Dogs need a well-balanced, high-quality diet in order to thrive and avoid developing health problems. The best way to determine a food's quality is to read the label. When choosing a dog food, you should always check the ingredients. A low-quality food will use general terms such as chicken byproduct, chicken meal, or corn, wheat, or gluten meal, and they will often contain sweeteners such as molasses or corn syrup to make the food more palatable. Also avoid foods with artificial colorings, as there have been evidence to show they may cause cancer. On the other hand, in a high-quality dog food, you should be able to recognize the majority of the ingredients, such as blueberries, salmon meal, and fish oil. A good food will also be specific about its protein, fat, grain, fruit, and vegetable sources by using terms such as deboned chicken, chicken fat, sunflower oil, brown rice, and sweet potatoes, and more.
So this is Jack, and today we're going to look for a dog food for him. So we come down the aisle, and my first indication of whether a food is going to be good or not is the price. If you look for a bag that's really, really cheap, odds are the protein source is going to be probably something you do not want to be feeding, like chicken bones or chicken feathers, just really bottom-of-the-barrel stuff that nobody wants to eat. But the best way to tell if food is good or not is to actually look at the ingredients. So we're going to take this food, and first of all, I have to search for the ingredients. So that concerns me a little bit. Okay, the first ingredient is ground whole corn. Second is poultry byproduct meal and brewer's rice. So right off the bat, I know that this is not a good food because the first ingredient isn't even a protein, it's corn. So that tells me that I'm basically paying for popcorn. So then we're going to go and grab a good quality food. And the ingredients in this one, the first three are deboned turkey, turkey meal, and chicken meal. So this is a very high protein diet, which would be very good for my dog because that means he's getting all of the amino acids he needs. So one question I get asked a lot is how much food should I be feeding my dog? So for example, if you were to feed a low quality dog food like Beneful, you would need to feed about 5 cups of food for an 80-pound dog. This is a lot of dog food. So obviously your 5-pound bag of food would end up costing you more in the long run because you have to buy more bags. But if I was to pay a little bit extra and buy a good quality dog food, this is the amount of food I would need to feed an 80-pound dog. This is 1 cup of food per meal. So this small bag right here would actually last a large sized dog probably anywhere from 1 to 2 weeks, whereas the small bag of this dog food would only last maybe 2 to 3 days. How much food exactly should your dog get? First, you would want to read the directions on the bag and go by usually what the manufacturer recommends. So let's say I'm going to feed Blue. They usually recommend about 1.5 to 2 cups of food. So I'm going to start off with the 1.5 cups for my large sized dog, and then I would feed my dog. Now I'm going to keep an eye on my dog for the next 1 to 2 weeks and watch their body weight. If it looks like they're starting to get a little bit pudgy, then I might start to cut down a little bit. If they're getting a little too skinny, then I would start increasing their food. So just, use your eyes and just kind of judge it by your dog's body weight. So what does a healthy dog look like? Well, I'm going to show you. So this is Momo. She's a large-sized dog, and to look at her, you would see that she's in very good health. Her body weight's ideal. And you can tell that because when you look at her abdomen, it has this nice tuck right here. It tucks in like that. And if you were to look at her from above, she has a nice waist, kind of like a little hourglass figure. So this is what you should be looking for when you're feeding your dog. And when you know you're feeding them the right amount, their body will look just like this. All right, Momo, you ready for dinner? There you go. Alright, thanks for watching, guys.